When it comes to Android head units, you have to check out Teyes and their SPRO Plus 10-inch Android 10.0 head unit, because this is one of the most unique and impressive stereos that we've ever gotten in, featuring one of the best operating systems and screens that we've ever tested. It has a 720p HD display, is 4G ready, a 128GB hard drive, 3 camera inputs with 2 cameras included in the box, and tons of expandability options. The SPRO Plus will instantly modernize your dash and provide you with a ton of great features that your 2002 Honda Civic could only dream of having. Teyes provided dash kits for installation of the SPRO Plus. The dash kit featured in this video is for a 2010 to 2014 Toyota Sienna, which is the vehicle we'll be installing it into soon. But don't worry, Teyes makes this head unit available with hundreds of vehicle models, years, and their custom dash kits fit your specific vehicle perfectly. Search your vehicle in AliExpress to find the Teyes SPRO Plus for your ride. Be aware you can't fit the SPRO Plus with a Metra dash kit, because this isn't a typical head unit. It has no chassis. It's basically a tablet designed for the dash of a vehicle. The display can only be installed with their custom dash kits for your make and model and year. We're going to show you every single feature on this head unit and perform our own power testing, but let's start with the unboxing. Beginning with the SPRO Plus instruction manual, cleaning cloth and display, (4G) antenna, Toyota Sienna dash kit. Again, you can get the SPRO with the dash kit specific to your vehicle. There are 2 cameras for front and rear setup, which also come with RCA video and power cable extensions. Main harness, which will connect to your factory wiring using a Metra wiring harness that also features RCAs for cameras and auxiliary, as well as radio antenna. A dual USB harness, single USB harness, factory USB retention harness, RCA AV input harness, camera harness, GPS antenna, and installation screws with screwdriver. When you lay out all of these cables and adapters, it seems like a mountain of connections, but since there is no chassis and all you have to do is plug these into the rear of the display, installation is a breeze. There will be plenty of space inside your dash for everything included and optional accessories. The rear of the SPRO Plus features all the harness inputs for everything discussed in the box, and also features a built-in 5G and Wi-Fi antenna. The head unit is also 4G ready and features a 4.1 channel output for optical and coaxial lossless digital audio. Once you get this thing booted up, wow is it nice. The 10-inch 720p HD LCD display looks terrific and the operating system is very modern. The SPRO Plus does not feature built-in Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, which you may look at as a con, but it seems to me that Teyes basically made them both obsolete with this head unit. The home screen offers tons of customization and flexibility. You can drag sources around and add widgets wherever you want, so you can effectively have Google Maps, YouTube, Bluetooth music, Spotify, a Google search bar, radio tuner, music source widget, clock, and calendar all on the same home screen at once. Who needs CarPlay or Android Auto at that point? But you still can get them with an optional dongle. To use the S Pro Plus to its full potential, you need to connect it to a Wi-Fi source. You have multiple options here. You can either use your vehicles if you have Wi-Fi, or simply use your phone as a personal hotspot. The stereo settings control the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity. Be aware you'll be using your phone's data, so unless you have unlimited data, you may want to use YouTube and Netflix sparingly. You could also use a SIM card and turn the head unit into its own source for data. Once connected to the internet, you can literally do anything you want. Treat it like a tablet or iPad. Many of Google's apps are pre-downloaded, like Chrome, Google Maps, and also YouTube. Check out QMV's latest videos. Plus, you can access the Google Play Store and download whatever you want. Netflix, HBO Max, Instagram, whatever. The Bluetooth source provides hands-free calling and wireless music streaming with music tags. One of my favorite features are the wallpaper options. Teyes provides you with a ton of beautiful and high quality images to set as wallpapers. Plus some live options like the 3D Earth Moon app, providing a spinning image of them both, which is my favorite to use. You can also upload your own with a thumb drive, or download images directly from the internet onto the hard drive. You get to customize tons of other settings like the startup logo, set custom commands for steering wheel control, and much more. The S Pro Plus also has a built-in UMS 512 octa-core CPU with 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. It is possible to screen mirror a device to this head unit with its RCA AV inputs located on the RCA AV input harness. Using our mirroring adapter HDMI V2, for iPhone use a Lightning Digital AV adapter, and USB-C Android use the Bueller BUC HDMI 6. Links for both adapters in the bio below. The S Pro Plus features a TDA7708 radio chip which supports RDS function. For expandability, the head unit also supports USB DVR plus ADS with the optional USB recorder. The S Pro Plus is also TPMS ready to provide you with a wireless tire pressure monitoring system. Install the optional OBD2 Bluetooth 4.2 car diagnostic tool for onboard live car info. Using a USB thumb drive, video and audio playback is compatible with MP4, MP3, AAC, FLAC, and WMA files. Teyes provides you with two separate HD cameras. One is a Sony AHD widescreen, and the other is an AHD camera. Here's a test to show you the differences between the two. Teyes gives you a ton of customizable audio settings. So how does the Teyes S Pro Plus actually perform? Let's find out. The first test we ran was 2 channels driven at 4 ohms, 14.4 volts, 1 kHz EQ flat. Our audio precision will generate our signal and measure distortion. At volume 35, our HP8903B audio analyzer picked up 19.49 watts RMS, 1.04% distortion, and 8.75 volts of output. We can swap from left to right channels. We got 14 watts on the AMM1, and we drew 4.44 amps of current. Down to 40 Hz, volume 35, our HP picked up 18.62 watts RMS, 1.02% distortion, and 8.56 volts of output. Channel swap. We got 16 watts on the AMM1, and we drew 4.52 amps of current. The head unit did not come with an RCA preamp output harness, so we can't test the RCAs. Our final test was frequency response. We used our audio precision to run up each frequency. Solid audio performance for an Android head unit, but unfortunately we couldn't test those RCA preamp outputs. The aux outputs are not pinned for this. But since this head unit has digital outputs, most of you won't really care about not having RCAs since you'll be using a DSP. Teyes S Pro Plus is one of the most enticing Android head units on the market today. Be sure to go to qualitymobilevideo.com to get all of your car audio and video gear with us today. Links for everything in the bio below. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click that like button, join the conversation below, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and thanks for watching.